Alright, so final dungeon time. But before we do that, there's a little shop at the beginning, so we're gonna go visit it. See the little cute cafe icon? Welcome to Color Cafe. Let us warm your day. Now, there are some really good healing items, like there's butt juice, which is short for butler juice. The spaghetti code, which heals everyone 30 HP. What you want to do is you want to buy a big shot bow tie. And also, while I'm at it, I'm going to buy a royal pin for each party member. You should probably buy 2 for Susie, but I don't have enough money. And yeah, we bought everything we need to buy, so let's talk to him. Let's ask him about himself. Forgive me for not introducing myself sooner, young masters. I am Swatch, Our Lady's Grace head butler. When we are not attending to our needs, I and the Queen's other staff use this room as our humble yet colorful gift shop / cafe. Please, shop to your heart's content. We are eager to serve your any wish. Let's ask about his mission statement. Does a woman of Our Lady's Grace caliber not deserve a coven of powerful men and women to dote upon her every movement? To have rap anthems written to her kindness, which are then bit-crushed beyond recognition to make them sound more computer? To have melons smashed with karate chops repeatedly for no apparent reason? To have barrels thrown from the rafters, and make us smash them all with karate chops before the timer runs out? But the barrels are full of melons, and we have to smash those too? Yes, the answer is yes. And we get to ask him about Rules Card, of all things. Rules? I'm afraid I'm not familiar with a guest of that moniker. Wait, you perchance referring to that unique man who barged in here and demanded to be named Butler Supremeth? I'm afraid that person is now banned from this establishment, and may have suffered injuries as a result of his, rather swift ejection. Please do not mention him again. We are still cleaning up the worms he left on the floor. Finally, let's ask him about his outfit, because he's got that stuff on right now. My outfit? Yes, the monochrome look is quite suitable, isn't it? Black suit, colored eyes, many people have failed to imitate this look. Some even going as far as to attempt to impersonate me, in order to get the, oh never mind, macaroon. And that's it. Yeah, Swatch is a pretty cool character. I really like his design. Please come again. We'll be waiting for you with rose-tinted glasses. Another cool thing about this room is that, as you see in the bottom left corner, there's another fast travel door. We're going to be making use of that thing later, but for now, enough waiting. Time to go into the final dungeon. I see you have escaped from your room units. Who can blame you for wanting to see my glorious mansion? You won't want to take your eyes off this beautiful art. We're not here to look at your stupid pictures! Oh, it was not a recommendation. I was just warning you, Lamo. Yeah, their warnings are correct, because they shoot fire at you, and these things are actually kind of annoying, and they do a pretty decent amount of damage to everyone in your party. And yeah, that painting has a button, then if you head down there, this one has a button as well. And in this chest, you get a Revivement. Yeah, very, very good item. You're going to want to get as many of these as possible. Now, I know you are all loving my mansion, but we have a few rules around here you have to follow. 1. Wipe your shoes. 2. Have fun. 3. Respect the pottery. 4. Have fun. 5. List entry duplication error. You know what? I hate pottery. And you get punished. And this is a new enemy here, the Swatchlings. Well, he really isn't a new enemy, because we've seen them throughout pretty much the entirety of the chapter, and now we actually get to fight them. Now, the key to beating these guys is that you have to make them all the same color. You can do this by using axe. You either make them a warmer color or a cooler color. Typically, I like to just try to make them all a warmer color, like red, but sometimes I like to make them cooler. Susie can make them warm, Rousey can make them cold, and Chris can do both. And I accidentally skipped their check dialogue, but it says happiest when they're color coordinated, just kind of giving you a hint on what to do. And then I'm actually going to try to make them colder because they actually have different attacks based on what color they currently are. And yeah, in my opinion, out of all of them, blue is the most annoying. And there we go. You can see the big red letters, pottery not respected, one of the better lines in the game. And over here, you see a piece of pottery gets placed on top of us, and we gotta navigate to the end of the race without breaking the pot. Or I think it's a vase, not a pot, whatever. I am really not good at this, and I've never actually made it to the end of this race without breaking the vase. And you see, I still haven't. And fun fact, even if you do make it to the end, what will happen is a pretty funny cutscene. Susie will knock the vase off of you, and then you still have to fight the enemies anyways. So it's kind of pointless. And boom, already recruited them. And then over here, you'll see there's paintings of the tasks. The painting is labeled Task. The painting is labeled Timberly. The painting is labeled Task. The painting is labeled Task. So yeah, most of them are just like tasks, but with different letters. But if you talk to this dude over here, just in time for your appointment. Would you assist in organizing these paintings? Sure, why not? How refined. Then the first question. Which painting is first alphabetically? You want to do left? How refined. Then the next question. Which painting's name is third alphabetically? And that's going to be the bottommost one. How refined. Then the next question. Which painting is fourth? And that's going to be the left one. That's correct. I'm so happy I could whip something. So this is the task manager. As you can see, we can already spare him because we got all the questions right. If you do answer any of the questions wrong, you can still spare them. You just have to go through a boss fight. Task manager, obsessed with order and abhors chaos. Whip it good. You know, we can spare him instantly. We can still show off their attacks because, well, I'm not going to spoil it, but you do fight them later. Now, up is where we need to go, but to the right is where we're going to go now for a secret area. See, we go into this area where we gotta stop all the cars. And over here, one of the hardest physical challenges. You gotta hit the switches before the cars hit you. And this final one, I barely make it, and the annoying mice finally help. We've gone full circle. Yeah, you see, over here, we got a chest. In that chest, there's a chainmail. So yeah, that's a decent piece of armor, but it's worse than everything we have now, so I'm not going to equip it. And there's nothing we can really do in this room for now, so I'm actually going to meet you back at the entrance, so I'll see you there. And we're back. So over here, you see, there's a door, and we go to either the trash zone or the cyber field. First, we go to the cyber field. Now, remember the hacker from way back when? Well, we never actually checked in with him when we gathered the 3 check marks. You found 3 check marks, Elite. I will now live in your city. Maybe our cyber paths will cybercross once more in Queen's Mansion. In the meantime, let me show you the power of the blue check marks. They used to be powerful, then Elon Musk bought Twitter. So yeah, that's all we really had to do, and I'm going to meet you back where we found the chainmail. And when returning here, we'll see that the hacker is now here. I'm the hacker. I got a feeling there's a secret back door in this room, but where could it be? What you essentially have to do is you have to wait for him to walk across the room. And when you do that, that's where you know that like you can hit the switch and a secret passage will open inside the already alternate room. Then you'll see over here, it has a lock that seems impossible to open. So we can't go over there. And then yeah, you can open the switch, and that will bring you back to the main room. Now to open that door, we actually have to go back to the trash zone of all places. Now left is where we need to go. But if you remember, Susie and Rousey weren't with us when we first went through Cyber City, so there's some changes now that we have them with us. For one, you'll see that there's a pop-up and mouse here, and there's a pretty funny interaction that you can get when fighting the mouse enemy, so let's show it off. Rousey started putting peanut butter on a spoon and put it in a trap. Susie was captured. Susie? The hell are you blaming me for? You made the trap. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Besides that, it's just a normal fight. Then over here, we can now buy Susie and Rousey flavored tea. You don't really have to do this. In fact, I don't even really recommend doing it, but it's just something cool I wanted to show off. A little interesting bit of information. Now, you see we went to the Moss Room with Noelle. If you go to the Moss Room now, and you can also still get the Easter egg, by the way, but if you go to the Moss Room now, Susie will actually eat the moss. It's kind of a funny scene, but I just wanted to get it with Noelle, just to get it out of the way. And finally, for some strange reason, a giant toilet-shaped toilet is blocking the way. Yeah, that's just to prevent you from going that way, but it's just so random and weird, and not many people know about it. I just had to show it off. So with all that out of the way, let's meet you back where we need to go in the trash zone. And we never actually went to the left when we first came here, and there's a reason for that. Because you go to the left and go up, the door is unlocked. Let's go inside. What, you want to go in by yourself? Whatever, do what you want. Hey, it's me, Spampton G. Spampton. So this is where Spampton lives, in a pile of garbage. When we made the deal with him, he told us to meet him in the trash zone, so let's talk about our deal. Chris, you little sponge, I knew you'd come here on a Saturday night. After all, you want to be a big shot. But how? How can you be? Listen, in the deep abyss of Queen's Mansion, a great deal is waiting for you, a limited time only, a heaven-piercing, workout-ready body. Designed by the classics you've come to expect, copyright 1997. Chris, that little nipper is our one-way ticket to make you big, make me big. Before you know it, we'll be taking a ride around town in our special Kangaroo. Vacationing and burning acid while you sulk in hyperlink blocked. But Chris, don't breathe yet. The way is locked by high-quality encryption. You will never get inside. Wait, Chris, look. Hear those balloons? You are our thousandth customer. As a commemorative ring, I'll let you buy Kijin from me at the low, low price of... What do you think? It's such a steal. I'm... myself. Take this deal and you will die. It's that good. Buy the Kijin from me, unlock the basement, and get that empty disc. And we can also ask him some other questions. Let's ask him about himself. I used to be nothing but the email guy, but now I'm the it burns, I'll help me, it burns guy. Amazed at this amazing transformation, you too can have a communion with unintelligible laughter. Soon I'll even surpass that damn clown around town. But unlike him, I'm gonna shoot for the sky and get on the path to the big one. I'll get so. Hyperlink blocked. Alright. I guess let's ask him about the night. Speaking of communion, Chris, do you know that the night? No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Too many excess vacation days to get goddamn vacations straight to hell. Alright, let's ask him about our friendship. Me? Friends? Chris, me and you are already friend request accepted. We don't need anyone else. We don't need easels or CRTs. We don't need any man, woman, or child at half price. We don't need Mike. Mike? Chris, don't believe anything you see on TV. That man's a criminal, I tell you, a criminal. Let's ask him about what he fears. And yeah, there's no extra dialogue for the friends. What are you afraid of? According to Encyclopedia of Being Afraid. There's nothing to fear except... Can anyone hear me? Help. Huh? What? No, I didn't hear anything just now. But it sounded like they were talking to you. So that was weird and creepy. But if you go into the buy section, you see that he has a bunch of items with rapidly changing prices. All of this stuff looks good, but the second you leave the shop, it will turn into literal poison. But the only item that you actually need to buy is Sekijin, and then you just wait till it gets to really low chroma, and then you purchase it. Mansion, basement, find it! What kind of creepy stuff were you buying anyway? Nah, like I even want to know, yikes. She said she hoped it was candy you'd share with her. Shut up! If we look in our key items... Keygen, a shady-looking program that can open certain doors. Chris used the Keygen. And we can remove the once unlockable lock. And then here we are, the basement. Chris, you want us to stay here? Sure, whatever. Me and Rouse have fun without you. And here we are, the basement. No more awesome music. Just creepy ambiance. Got one of the most unnerving places in the entire game.